So we'll continue with our analysis. As we have seen in the last video how the different count numbers are there in the different clusters. So now we are going to explore our different clusters, like what and all the clusters 0, 1, 2, 3 contain. So we'll talk about the cluster label 0. We can see all this data set is in the cluster label 0. As we can see, this is a very small data set. So we'll explore it for the whole data set which is having a cluster label 0. Okay, so from this, so we can see like the most number of values are lying in the range of 28 to 38 in the cluster label 0. So this is a one inference which we are getting from our this visualization. That's really nice. So now we will see for the cluster label 1. So we can see here like the all values are lying in between 39 to 42 almost in the cluster label 1. This is the value of age and this is a count. This is our age versus count visualization graph, so which we can infer how many values are there in the cluster label 1 as perspective of age. So now we'll talk about the cluster label 2 in a similar manner as we have done for 0 and 1. So we can see how these ages are spreading out over the data set in the cluster label 2. And now we'll move towards the cluster label 3. Here also with this visualization we can infer that the most of the values are lying in the range from 29 to 34. So that's great. We got to know very much about our data set with this visualization, and now we'll conclude this by discussing about what and all points we have covered in this exploration. We have covered feature engineering, like how many features we have selected from the lot of column by feature selection, how the variables are correlated, like how the diabetes column is related to the total number of cases, and how the age is related to the total number of cases. All this we have seen with the help of a heat map, and how total cases are increasing with the time, as we have seen with the line plot which we have plotted in between the date and the count, how the total number of cases are increasing with the time from February to up to now, and how number of cases are there in different continents and the location are increasing, and which continent and location has a more number of cases as compared to the other. The most important part of our dataset analysis was clustering analysis, how we have made the clusters. Here I have chosen the 4 number of clusters and I have done the analysis on the basis of 4 number of clusters, like how the clusters are differ from one another, how other factors are contributing towards it. So with this we are concluding this data analysis.